We're talking Vita-Aid and we're talking calcium right now. Let's begin with calcium. It's an essential mineral. The word essential is important.
Very important, because this is something that you need to get from your diet, because we don't actually produce these minerals. So most of the diets that we actually, the foods that we are having, are void of all the important minerals. And how well will you perform if your bones are not strong? How well will you do when you've got actually weak bones? And this is actually to make sure that you've got a product that is well put together to make sure there's maximum absorption, to strengthen those bones, make sure that you've got strong teeth, and make sure that, in fact, if you look at it, 99% of the whole calcium in the body is found in your bones and in your teeth.
Okay, so we're talking 90% of your calcium found in your body.
Yeah.
99 is in your bones and your teeth. And bone health, of course, for all ages, from developing teenagers
Yes.
right through to retired pensioners, etc. Calcium is an essential mineral. Are you getting enough? So let's talk about two things. The first thing is, this product is not only full of the right calcium, it also contains the right stuff to increase the to enhance the absorption.
Yes.
And we've got a phenomenal price. We've got 30 tablets, one a day, and we are talking for only 140 Rand. Now, 140 Rand for a month's supply of the right calcium by Vita-Aid is an exceptional offer.
Well, definitely, like we would love to say here on TV more, that you are what you absorb. So we're making Vita-Aid always make sure that the nutrients that are put together, you'll be able to absorb them and utilize them. So definitely the calcium that you are taking in is going to end up in the bones. It's going to end up in those teeth where it's required. This is why you've got those other 2-3 ingredients put together to make sure that they help with absorption. We've got D3, we've got vitamin K2, and then we've got, of course, the Bioenergy Ribose.
Okay, so does the calcium you have at home contain the right ingredients to enhance the absorption? In other words, you've said this so many times, you not are what you eat, you are what you absorb.
Definitely.
So is your body taking it in? We've all heard about vitamins and minerals just passing right through you. You know, some people say, you know, it's so super expensive because what I'm taking is actually, I think, is going right through me. Do you know if it's being absorbed? We're telling you now, you can increase the absorption rate by 65% with the inclusion of 3 ingredients. Let's go through those 3 ingredients one by one.
Let's start with Bioenergy Ribose, which is the base which you will find in Vita-Aid supplements, because that has got good studies in terms of making sure that it produces the ATP, which is the molecule that makes it possible for nutrients to be absorbed better, but also leaving you high in energy, true energy. And this is where ribose comes in. But now here's the 2 key factors that I would like to explain in a very easy way for our viewers to understand. We've got vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. Where do we want the calcium? We want the calcium in the bones. We want the calcium in the teeth. So we want to make sure that we avoid calcium going to your kidneys. We want to avoid calcium going to your soft tissues. So this is targeted nutrition. That's what I would like to call it. This is what Vita-Aid has put together. So here's how it works. You want calcium to end up in your bones. So here's what D3 is going to do. D3 will do the first part and make sure that your calcium is absorbed from your stomach, and it actually lodges and it actually ends up in the bloodstream. K2 takes over in the bloodstream and moves your calcium to the bones. So this is how they are working together to make sure that the whole transaction is complete.
Targeted nutrition.
That's what it is.
I love the sound of that. Is your calcium targeted to work in the places where it is meant to go? Now, this is the way it happens here with Vita-Aid. Super well researched, exceptionally well made, quality products right here at TV Mall at an exclusive price. You're not going to find this price in retail. So get dialing right now, 0861 000 173 for only 140 Rand.
That's
one a day. Is that all it takes?
One a day, that's all you need. Because you see, when you've got synergy in terms of how well you're going to absorb the nutrients, you don't need to take a lot. Because definitely you're going to get the calcium where it's needed.
You know, I was taking calcium supplements before. There were these large bullets that I needed to take 3 a day in the morning. I mean, they would get stuck in my throat.
Yes.
You know, it was like really a little too much. Whereas what we're saying is Only one, that's right, one a day for 140 Rand. You're not only getting the calcium you need, you're also getting the transporters. Let's call them the transporters.
They are definitely the transporters. And when you look at one of the transporters, D3 is what we normally would call the sunshine vitamin. But we spend most of our time indoors. We use lots of sunscreens. So we do not have, the body is not manufacturing enough D3 from exposure to sunlight so that you can have that mechanism, because that's how the body is supposed to benefit from that. Since we are not getting enough from the sunlight, we definitely have to supplement it, because that's where it's coming in, not only for that, but also to boost your immune system, because D3 very important for immune boosting.
Now, let's also talk about where else our bodies need calcium. Not only our bones and our teeth. Talk to us about arteries, talk to us about clotting and heart health.
Right. What happens is now, when you've got now calcium in the arteries and all that, you don't need much of that. You want to make sure that it's controlled, you move it to the right places. This is the reason why now when you've got kidney stones and all that, it means now you are having calcification of the mineral that's supposed to go to the bones, because it has not been moved to the right places. So this is key to make sure that when you look at the heart health and you know the vessels, calcium is used in terms of, it's working for your heartbeat together with magnesium. So, but these little amounts that are used in that, that's why only a little is left in your bloodstream to make sure that you facilitate those electrical signals for your heart, for your muscles to contract, for your muscles to relax, because calcium is basically used for the contraction, and then of course magnesium comes in to relax the muscle. But that's not a lot that is actually left lying around, because most of it has to go to the bones and to the teeth, which is why K2 and D3 are very key to make sure that you don't have enough lingering around. Otherwise, it's going to be deposited and you're going to have your arteries being damaged. So which is why when you look at heart health, because you've got K2 making sure that we're facilitating movement, we're now preserving the texture and structure of your blood vessels so that they do not get damaged, and that makes it easy for the heart to be pumping in a well kept environment.
Okay, so you mentioned the vitamin D3.
Yes.
You know, we are meant to be getting 10 to 15 minutes of sunshine a day.
That's right.
I don't know if you're like me, sitting in the car, getting to work, sitting in the studios all day.
Yes.
We're not getting much sunshine.
Definitely
so
not.
definitely needed to supplement with this product right here. It is the calcium, vitamin D3 and K2, powered by Bioenergy Ribose, 30 tablets for only 140 Rand. And we're not only taking care of our bones and our teeth, we're also taking care of our hearts.
We're taking care of our heart, and we're taking care of making sure that the blood can clot nicely. And this is very key, because when you get injured, vitamin K and calcium work together to make sure that that wound can close. So this is about making sure that clotting, you don't actually lose too much blood in the event that you are in an accident or you are cut accidentally by an instrument or anything of that sort. So calcium, D3, K2, working together to make sure that you've got strong bones, you've got a strong heart, everything working well, structure of your vessels well looked after, and making sure that in the event of an accident, your blood will easily clot and you don't lose too much.
Okay, so what we've got here is targeted nutrition. I love the sound of that.
Nutrition.
Because are we getting the right nutrients from the food that we get? Grabbing food on the go, cooking pre-packed meals, you know, warming, heating and eating out a lot. Are we getting the nutrition we really need? Make sure you're getting the calcium you need, but particularly the right calcium. Ask those questions of your vitamin, of your supplement supplier. Do they tell you that they can target the nutrition like this?
And I think also, before I forget, Costa, sorry to cut you short there, because I've just remembered something, because we've got K2 on the container, very important, K1 and K2. So when you look at your vitamin on the container, make sure it's vitamin K2, because the K2, that's the one that actually comes from fermentation, which is the one that we also make from our friend, the bacteria in the gut. So the K2 and the K1, they don't work the same. So K2 is the one that is key in making sure that you do the final transportation of calcium from the bloodstream to the bones. Otherwise, if it's K1, it will not do that. You end up having all that calcium being loaded in the soft tissues, and it becomes a problem. This is why people would say, why take lots of calcium, have strong bones, and I end up having heart problem or cardiovascular problems? You're not going to get cardiovascular problems because K2 is going to ensure the final transportation of calcium to the bones.
Now, leave it to the scientists at Vita-Aid to do all the thinking for you. Your doctor tells you you need to increase your calcium uptake. Well, let's do the following. Let's take some of this. That's right, the calcium with D3 and K2 with Bioenergy Ribose included. The science is included. The science is targeted nutrition, getting the calcium to where you need it.
Definitely.
In your bones, in your teeth, and some of it to your heart to increase heart health and also assist with better clotting of your blood. You know, the word essential is the one that grabs me all along. You know, we overhear it, essential minerals and vitamins, but are we getting the right amounts? And are we getting the right minerals? And are we getting them in the right packaging and packaged together so that it actually works? We're talking 65% enhanced absorption rate. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, this is where Bioenergy Ribose comes in. This is why Vita-Aid, you will see they are all powered by, and this is very powered by D-Ribose. Ribose, simple sugar, simply put, which is a 5-carbon sugar, which is required by all cells in the body. And then it becomes the foundation to produce ATP. ATP being the energy molecule, but also the facilitator of making sure that nutrients are well absorbed. And without ATP, you won't be able to absorb your nutrients effectively.
You're absorbing more, you're getting exactly what your body needs, increasing the absorption rate by 65%. Clinically proven to do that. That's right, clinical tests are rigorous tests. They're not just small tests.
Definitely.
They clinical medical tests have proven that up to 65% increased absorption rate of the calcium to go where it needs to. You know, you're spending 140 Rand, that's right, one a day. Okay, that's all you need, one a day, which is also quite a remarkable thing. You know, often you need to take many capsules, or like I call them, these bullets, these large bullets of calcium that really are difficult to swallow. These are pretty small, and you only need one because it's all going to go to work. It's all going to work for you.
Definitely, and this is the best way when you look at it, and I will repeat, I mean, I once said, I know you've caught on, targeted nutrition. That is what is key, making sure that we get the nutrients to where you need them. This is where Vita-Aid has put science well together. And once again, just to quickly summarize, you want most of your calcium to go to your bones and to your teeth, and this is how it's going to work. Your vitamin D3, which you're not getting enough because you're not having enough exposure in the sun, so supplement, make sure it's moved to the bloodstream, and then let K2 finalize the movement to the bones.
They've done the thinking for us. All you need to do is reach for the phone and order now at 149 Rand. This is not going to be repeated. Stock up, load the pantry with enough for the whole family. It's calcium, vitamin D3 and K2 powered by Bioenergy Ribose for only 140 Rand. 0861 000 173 is the number to call to order yours right now.